This is going to hurt. The words were still just as true now as when Shamari first spoke them to him almost 20 years ago. But Vargas smiles through the pain as he looks over his handiwork and thinks back on a certain intricately carved mahogany leg. I wish you could see this, old man. You'd be proud.
Talking to that runt of a founder of ours again?
No. Someone more recently deceased. Did you find it? We did. Wasn't cheap. What, are you my finance ministers now or something?
Well, we do have a meeting with a politician coming up, after all.
The three Kellids stare at each other in silence for a long moment, then all burst out laughing. Speaking of, can one of you help me tighten my business suit? Been a while since I've had to get so formal. Braun goes over the dented, scarred, but otherwise gleaming armor, making sure the straps are tightened and the underpadding is straight. You're good. One last stop, then. The three Kellids put on their cloaks. Vargas gathers up the burnt and bloodied scrap of his old arm and tosses it into a trash barrel outside the Evercandle Inn on their way out. They move with a purpose through the town, and the small crowds of residents and traders part around them. When they reach their destination, Vargas wordlessly holds out his new arm, and Desk places a scroll into it. With a muttered word, he crushes the scroll into his fist, and a gout of green flame consumes it as the ground before him begins rumbling. After a few seconds of effort, he inspects his work. It's still missing something. Vargas smiles as he figures out what it is. He digs through his small traveling pack and pulls out a battered, rumpled cowboy hat with the logo of the Silver Disc Hall on it. He carefully tears the logo off, and with another muttered spell, stretches his arm to place the hat on top of his creation. What do you think?
We only met him once, but I think he'd like it.
Vargas nods, then salutes the monument. The other two Kellids mirror him, and then the three turn as one and head towards the town hall. This is Pot Against the Machine.
Pot Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pot Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play that drops you downwind of some serious spider stank. I'm your host, and here's everybody.
Dank stank.
Someone gonna say that's a GooTube flavor.
Stinking across the Spider-Verse.
A much stinkier Spider-Verse than Sony uses.
I don't know. Some of those, I was going to say, there's some real stinkers in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh.
What happened last week? Last week was an episode where we started technically still in the Velstrak fight. Though the Velstrak was down, there was still an Athalgu to deal with and some silver damage to distribute. So the party did that, finished them off, and then once Asuma's invisibility wore off, it became clear that Asuma was no longer living. She had been chainsawed beyond the mortal coil. So the party gathered themselves up, did what they needed to do to immediately to recover, and then teleported to Eidenvey, where they popped in on some sort of service for Erastil right in the middle of the day, scared some townsfolk a little bit. Luckily, Asuma was hidden in the bag and in dead friend blanket number 2, so didn't scare everybody too badly, but then the party secured Brother Dervich's services in order to talk to Asuma and ask her if she wanted to come back, which it was actually kind of hard to get an answer out of her, but in the end she said that she didn't think that there was anything left on this world so far removed from where she came from and so many thousands of years removed from everyone she knew. So she asked from beyond the grave for the party to avenge her comrades and finally put an end to Malqui, the absolutely unstoppable intellect devourer who just can't be killed no matter what. He did run away. I don't know if that happened last episode or the one before.
Feels less unstoppable and more like Cobra Commander at the end of every episode of G.I. Joe, like running away in terror.
It's a little bit of that, a little bit of Team Rocket. He's blasting off again.
Constantly blasting off.
After that, the party teleported back to the Scar of the Spider to bury Asuma with the remains of her comrades, only to have a little bit of a mishap, wind up 8 miles away. So they had a little bit of a somber hike back up to the cemetery they've created on the lip of the Scar of the Spider, buried their fallen alien friend, and stood vigil, magically enhanced so that they didn't need to sleep for the night, over her grave, and that's where we are now.
Arachnid odor and carapace crunch. That's the best Q-tube I can come up with. Did you say something, Sam? That's all I was thinking about. I'm just kidding.
So I think as the sun starts to rise, Brixby will get up and just sort of walk close-ish to the edge of the cliff that overlooks. And without turning around, just says, I wish I knew that this was the last one that we'd have to bury. The last person we'd care about, the last one of our friends, comrades. He turns around. But I know it isn't. If I die, please do not bring me back. I appreciate it. The last time that I needed to tell my story. But I think last night, when I first sat down, I didn't understand why she didn't want to come back. She had vengeance, she had friends. And then I realized that that's really what I have. That's what I value. But ultimately, when I meet my end, please allow me to meet my maker.
I don't quite understand, but I didn't really understand when Asher said the same thing, but it's your decision just like it was his and just like it was Asuma's. So I at least will respect that.
As will I, and for what it's worth, I would request the same thing. I'm not millions of miles and thousands of years away from home, but I'm far enough away that, well, other than vengeance, I don't, and friends, of course. I have nothing to come back for. I would like peace.
I think Kira is quiet for a minute. I mean, not a literal minute, because that's a long time to just sit there in silence, but for a little while. And then after Tarazi says this, she's been sitting next to Asuma's grave, just watching over it. But she hearing this, she'll get up in kind of a huff and be like, what about you, Alwyn? Do you want to stay dead too?
And I think Alan will look at her and say, not really, no. The last time when I died in the tower, there wasn't really anything there. That's why I'm not sure I understand why everyone else seems so keen on losing all of this. But like I said, it's their decision.
It's their decision to be stupid and selfish, and I don't understand why Asher did it. I don't understand why Asuma did it. And I don't understand why you two are doing it now. This doesn't make any sense. We can bring you back. It doesn't have to be bad. We can't do this by ourselves. And Everyone else is gone.
I know we've lost a lot, big stuff, but look around. And he gestures at Alwyn and Tarazi and Levi. And there are so many who don't walk with us, that we carry with us. And I don't mean the ones that are gone. I mean the ones that are here, that we are fighting like hell for. Part of me will remain half dead as long as my brother is as well. But there's almost a desire to let my story be told, not on my terms. Let the lady herself sort me out. It's not that I don't want to be here with you, big stuff, but I feel like I've been living on borrowed time my entire life. And I do want to change things. But I know that all of this, no matter how far we go, how many heads we cut off, it's going to need a hell of a lot more people willing to make a change, to make this place less of a hellscape. And if those people will follow and be in my place, then all the better for it. I love you, big stuff, and I love all of you. My decision to leave is not because I don't want to be here. It's that I am just a thread of a larger story that's being told.
Kira says, just stares at him for a second and like looks like she's maybe going to say something, and then turns away. Just go stop this stupid brain guy.
Well, and I mean, it's not like I have like a disease right now that's going to kill me, so I'm going to live forever, practically. I've got a pretty good track record as far as it goes. Should probably stop opening
He turns
doors.
around, she's like, "You're not funny."
Yeah. Everyone knows rats are famously long-lived.
All right. Hey, Tarazi, could I ask you a favor real quick?
Sure. What do you need?
Does... It's going to really break the mood, but does that look like that is droppings from a fox right there? I actually need some for a spell.
Oh, he'll kneel down and just kind of get his face close to it, but not like touch it, and be like, Yep,
Really get in there.
yep, that's fox droppings for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate you. My scat man.
Hey, if
Don't.
I can do it, brother, so can you.
So Brixby is going to collect this fox dung and is going to maybe grab a stray hair that's in it as well and just cast it into the ether, casting Fox's cunning on himself before he takes a whack at the goo cube.
Now, question, what kind of bonus is that?
It is enhancement, but it's going to be 2 more than my headband.
So I think Alwyn will also touch you and cast guidance, because that is a competence bonus, so that will stack.
Nice.
That's so sick.
Kept forgetting to do that on the previous one. So
Look at you guys planning ahead for the goo cube.
We're really trying to get it, Coach. So, all right, that puts me at a +8 to this roll, and I need to clear a 16.
better than 50-50 at least.
Yes. Oh, excellent. It rolled between the 7 and the 17 on my screen for a little bit, but that was a 17 for a 25. So I am rewarded with delicious goop.
Tastes just like the Dominion Hive.
Somehow it's actually got like these oaky flavors that I did not
The
expect.
tannins. That was Izzy.
Yes,
Kira's not
that's
talking
it.
to Brixby.
Well, only 2 more days of this, and then we can start trying to smarten y'all up. And I think like maybe some of the wind leaves his sails, a little bit of the gusto kind of relaxes because sadness just kind of rolls back in, still standing on the hilltop. Should we go back now, or does anybody need to do anything? Do we want to go see Peter first and tell him his tormentor is no more?
Maybe we should go see Pater and tell him that everyone wants to die. That way, if we all come back dead, he knows to keep us dead. Or whatever.
I think he'd forget about us or put us in compost heaps, personally. But maybe we tell Peter that after we finish clearing out this horrible, horrible place. I don't know what Jamiroquai's up to, but the longer he has to find new body or rally the troops, the harder it will be to finish clearing it out. I propose going there first, and then we can tell Peter about our final wishes.
That's fair. It would be virtual insanity to just let him get into anybody he wants.
Yes, it's very strange how sometimes something that should be big can be small, like the brain.
Do we want to keep going? Because I do remember they're like burned into my psyche.
I don't know the words. I'm just seeing like the moving room in my head.
Yeah, because I think like the only thing I would think with Pater would be
Some of those
the
vegetables.
stuff to make us smell, but we didn't have them the last time, and all that seemed to happen is the weird butterfly jellyfish things just were slightly more annoying. There was no like mechanical effect, so I think we're fine without that.
They're more annoying
Knock
when
on
you
wood.
smell. They're less annoying when you don't smell.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. When we smelled, they like landed on us, right?
Yeah, they seem to like you when you smell.
Yeah.
yeah, let's skip it. Is
All right.
Yeah.
what Kira would say if she was talking to anyone.
Well, Alan agreed with her.
Yeah, that's true.
He
She's
said
talking
there's
to
nothing
Alan.
after death, and he doesn't understand why everyone wants to stay that way.
Kira rips the best friend sticker away from Brixby and gives it to Alwyn.
Ow.
She doesn't actually do that. That's mean. But she considers it.
It was there for so long. You took a huge patch of hair and
a
skin.
lot of fur.
That was.
A lot
It's
of fur in there.
27 damage, and he is
Oh
bleeding.
gosh. God. All right. D100. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're gonna teleport in, then Aloin will cast with the rod delay poison right before we teleport, so we get the most with it.
Excellent. And normal battery of daily spells. Mage armor. Disc.
And ooh, that is my last charge for my filter mask. Though we have more batteries, don't we?
Mhm.
We have 1 million batteries.
Yes, we have a ton. And that is a 66, which is smooth sailing.
All right, let me activate this map. You all have been moved back out to the cave entrance because you didn't. I assumed that you didn't teleport right back into the room you were in before, but
Definitely. And like we've gone to this entrance so many times that it would have made sense for Brixby to call the scene casually or like maybe studied carefully at this point. But like yeah, we haven't spent as much time in these rooms with good reason because they're stinky.
Can we not with the Yugothokras again? I'm just expecting that machine has birthed more. And as much as the fans are clamoring for more Yugothokra fights, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's only one area that's kind of Yugothokra related that we haven't. Like maybe we can sneak around and get through. But oh wait, yeah. What would we have to? We'd have to DD, huh? Or
Yeah,
something,
like
'cause
we
we'd
have to go
that
through, like,
round.
unless we want to, like, adamantine through. This looks like this is only 10 feet
No.
of whatever this horrible stuff is made out of here.
Yeah. I don't think we need to attract all of that attention. So Brixby will use a dimension door to shoot us like like 100 feet. Yep.
Yeah, just as long as we get past creepy hand room, we should be good.
Yeah, 110 feet to the left.
Beautiful.
You're just going to pop straight over to Dragon Room?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? While we're in Dragon Room, Alwyn is going to actually pry a few of these scales off of the dead dragon body.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to make a trophy roll? But I really want to hear another trophy roll.
Well, he ain't trying to take a trophy, but I'll make the roll if Sam wants me to. My survival is probably garbage.
I mean, if you're... There is technically a mechanic for taking a trophy from a being if you want to have Tarazi get you a trophy.
Well, it's less trophy and more just he wants scales because there are certain spells and stuff that dragon scales can be good in. And technically he's got issue materials, so it doesn't matter, but that's always one of those ones that it feels weird that doesn't matter for, because it's like, well, it doesn't technically have a cost, but why the heck would you have dragon scales?
Yeah, I think you can just get dragon scales if they don't need to be pretty.
Yeah, no, they don't need to be pretty. He just wants a couple.
Before we progress too far, are Alwyn and Levi still stinky?
No, I would have spent the rest of my slots of remove disease.
Okay, so that's one question. Another question is, what, if anything, did you bury with Asuma versus leave with her body? Like, she had a bunch of gear, I don't know, loot-wise.
Oh, yeah, would we have buried her with her... We probably would have left her with the gun she had originally, but probably the stuff we gave her we would have taken back, right? I know we gave her the rocket launcher. I think that was out of ammo anyway, so I don't think that matters.
It had 3 rockets
left.
left.
Okay, yeah, then we probably would have taken that. I think we would have buried her with, like, what she had.
She had it during the fight, and she dropped it on the ground. Did anybody actually pick it up, or is it still back in that room?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, the only time that I mentioned grabbing anything was Tarazi's weapons before I DD'd him out.
I don't think Kira would have picked it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, the chainsaw, of course.
Yeah, I don't think we would have thought to take it because we would have been thinking more about her. Yeah, because I think we would have, like, similar like we did with Asher, we would have left her with, like, her, like, regalia type stuff, but probably taken anything else that could be useful. So we wouldn't have, like, stripped her armor off her. We wouldn't have taken her gun she had with her when we met her.
I assume that you did not extract the cybernetic implant from her heart.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, goodness, no.
Yeah, we did not strip her of her parts.
That's good. That would have been a real heel turn for the party, I think.
Like, I feel like that's something Brooksy would have done if we had just come across a body, but absolutely not of our adventuring companion for several weeks.
100%. So things that are useful. Yeah, we would have taken the batteries. We would have grabbed the hard light shield. And then we don't need a filter mask.
Yeah. And I don't think we would have taken it because that would have been like her mask, and we probably would know that they don't take those off.
Totally. I think that, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, gang, but probably like the hard light shield, the grenades, and the batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, as nice as the armor is, we wouldn't have stripped her armor off of her.
How many batteries?
I feel like that would have been really disrespectful. 7.
Brings us up to 3,007.
Batteries?
Approximately.
Well, I had to put a new battery in my mask today, so 3,006.
So I'm trying to think about who should use the hard light shield. Because you can do shield bashes with it as well. Would that potentially be more useful for Tarazi than his current shield? Sorry if it's a force effect, but it also applies against touch AC and ray attacks, but not lasers. But you can deliver shield bashes like a heavy shield with it. The only issue there is that it is a charge a minute, so it requires some...
No, I have a +1 bashing adamantine shield, so that would be better for the bashing.
Oh, yeah.
And I will forget to activate that, like I forget to ever use the force field that I have. Best wizard.
Oh, I think I might grab that +1 laser pistol.
Yeah, because I think we gave her the laser pistol, because the zero rifle was hers.
Yeah, that was one of the something you found.
We might have traded for it from...
Wasn't that with what's his face? The captain, didn't he have the laser pistol? I feel like that's where we found that. When we fought the ghost of that ship captain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Yeah, I think he had the laser pistol.
Yeah, I think that... Man, I am not proficient, so that'll be annoying. But I think Brixby's going to grab the +1 laser pistol because I literally ran out of blasts during that last battle. So it'd be good to have something else there, I guess.
Yeah, even if you're taking the negative, it's still something.
Yeah. It hits touch, so it's not too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. And I'll generally be invisible too, so it's not the... Yeah.
And for that gunslinger dip.
I was gonna say, take the dip the subclass that she was, where you never run out of charges in your laser weapons.
The tech slinger.
Yeah, tech slinger.
Oh, yeah.
Such a broken ability.
We're healed up, right?
Let me see.
Yeah, we're fully healed up.
Yes.
All of our damages to any stuff that you might have had is gone. So I'm going to make sure I tick that off.
It's been 4 years, and I still don't understand how overnight hit points recover.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't have been from overnight, but Alwyn had enough slots left that he could have healed people.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I clicked the Night's Rest button, and it was like, you don't have enough hit points. And I was like, I think that I do, but honestly, I don't know.
Derviach.
Yeah, we also had like the whole day in whatchamacallit, yeah.
All right. Back into the breach, I guess. Shall we either investigate the room that we initially engaged the Flayer and friends in? Or would folks like to I didn't really go on that grand journey that you all had, so I don't really know if there's any other places in here that looked good. In between the abject terror.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention, but I don't remember seeing anything good.
No. I think I remember the heavenly voice describing that room as like a flesh factory or something. And that's disconcerting.
Gross. Very gross.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly think we should try to clear out that horrible whipwoman's lab before we do anything else.
True.
I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, we are. This room over here, the Flesh Factory.
So you chug your way all the way back through from Malqui's lair, down the long hall, through the shipmine nursery that is, it's even stinkier than yesterday. And the liquid levels haven't gone anywhere because there's nowhere for them to go.
Are the bodies in here gone? The Nathalgu and the chain lady, are their bodies still here, or are they gone?
We have the chain lady.
You packed up the chain lady. The two
that's right.
dead
We took her. I
Nathalgu are
forgot
still
that.
there.
Yeah, in the Winn-Dixie bag of enemies, or whatever we called it.
Is the rocket launcher still there?
Notably, the rocket launcher is not there.
Dang it.
Shock.
I can't wait to watch you Photoshop that rocket
Onto the
launcher on
brain.
top of the brain. Yep.
Did we have a chance before conversing with the lady we never knew was named Pajkat about, like, to roll on what this room does? I don't remember. That was... No time has passed years ago.
You really didn't take any time to investigate this room, I don't think. For those at home, since we're, like, multiple months out from when this room was described, I think. Well, no, I don't remember if that's true or not. This chamber appears to be a bizarre operating theater, with 3 surgical tables made of fleshy orange material in 3 of the 5 octagonal wings of this room. The 2 other wings each contain a large vat of pulsating pink flesh-like material striated with coils of fat and throbbing veins. All 5 objects are connected together by a thick, pulsing artery that snakes along the floor, branching apart to link them all.
There were a lot of upsetting adjectives in that
Gross.
series of phrases.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like just about the grossest room.
Nice marbling on that goop. But this is like a Build-A-Bear factory, except with flesh.
I don't know what that means.
We should probably break it, though, like we did the rooms with the other stuff, right?
Yeah, let's try to learn and see the whole situation first, maybe, before we... Who knows if this thing can defend itself or anything else.
The 29 knowledge engineering.
It seems like this room was kind of custom built, kind of outside of the Dominion's normal specs. Like, they do a lot with bubbling vats of flesh, to be sure, but they don't really do surgical tables, which, now that you get a closer look at them, appear to have built-in manacles. It looks like this was kind of a joint venture between the Flayer and her alien friends, as they figured out ways that their skills could complement one another, and they found new and creative ways to torture or enhance, as the Flayer may have said, anyone unfortunate enough to wind up in their clutches. Like someone like Pater, for example, might have spent some real time here.
Yikes.
Does it seem like if we tried to, like, break any of this, that the same thing would happen with the giant hand room, where it, like, released that sonic thing and stopped us from hurting it?
It doesn't seem like there is anything super active here, so probably not.
All right. Well, yeah, we should probably just disable this in a general sense before we leave. But do we see anything of interest that isn't organically attached to this giant artery?
Manacled to the table to the far northwest, there are the remains of, I guess, the Flayer's last victim, a red, dried skeleton, which, I mean, you can see from here cybernetic eyes and a cybernetic arm attached to that skeleton.
Oh, I really wish I had some sort of ability to detect if you're a, like, badass undead skeleton. Well, just like a very sad project.
I can poke it with a chainsaw. Gently.
Yeah, it's good science. Scientifically.
Kira jabs it. In the most respectful way possible.
It doesn't react. It's just sort of a dead body.
Can we roll like a knowledge engineering on what she did to it or anything, I guess?
I mean, you can roll knowledge engineering. It looks like this was a person who was horribly tortured and eventually flayed, but this person before that was cybernetically enhanced. So there's a bunch of theoretically reusable technological bits.
I rolled a nat 20 for a 44.
Dang.
We'll put my dice back down.
Well, you do indeed see cybernetic eyes. Cybernetic eye can be enhanced by cyber art at no additional cost, giving it unusual color or patterns. When a pair of eyes are installed, the user gains +2 circumstance bonus on perception checks and a +2 resistance on saving throws against blindness or visual effects. The bonus to perception checks stacks with circumstance bonuses on perception checks from other cybernetic sources. A pair of cybernetic eyes can be further enhanced by 1 VMod, at a price equal to twice the VMod's normal price. And then, in addition to the cybernetic eyes, there is a cybernetic arm, which completely replaces an organic arm from the shoulder to the hand. It can take the place of an arm lost to a severing wound. The arm is fully functional and no different in appearance from a regular arm, although cyber art can be added to the arm at no additional cost. A cybernetic arm does not increase the user's strength score. If a creature has 2 cybernetic arms, they can lift and carry double the normal maximum weight for that creature's size and strength, and gains a +5 circumstance bonus on climb checks. Characters who wield a one-handed or light weapon with a cybernetic arm gain a +5 bonus to CMD against disarm attempts. 2 cybernetic arms allow you to do that with 2-handed weapons.
Kira is cutting off an arm.
I was going to say, does this horrible torture chamber function as like a tech lab or whatever it was that we learned we needed for this kind of stuff when we found that spine?
I think you could probably get away with using this as a lab, but you might not want to.
Yeah.
There is also a skill slot with a Mark IV acrobatics skill chip inserted inside. If anybody wants to do any sick flips.
Yeah, we really got to start cybering ourselves up. Can what's his face do that? The
Binox?
horrible rebuild himself robot? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll have to go back to him at some point.
He can always try.
Oh, no.
This is why we shouldn't have killed all the Migo. They could do this stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they would just do it for us,
Yeah.
like, out of the goodness of their alien insect hearts, or whatever beats in their chests. Up. Should we examine the door?
Sounds wise.
Alwyn, can you tell Brixby that I'll look at the door?
Brixby, Kira says she'll look at the door.
All right. Thank you, Kira.
Tell Brixby that I can't hear him.
Brixby says thank you.
Is it this door to the north? Because last time I went through the wrong door.
Yeah, the only exit to this room is up to the north.
All right, Sam. I didn't need your logic.
I'm letting the viewers at home who can't see this beautiful map.
Alwyn, not understanding that Kira's being facetious, burns a cure disease slot trying to fix her deafness.
Ooh, that's not a great roll. That's a 4. But it's a 4 plus a 21? 21. 25, and then another 10. 35.
That doesn't sound like anything going on back there.
It doesn't sound like anything's going on back there. Alwyn. I'm going to kick the door open. Or, just orifice it.
Chainsaw through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kira, reunited with her chainsaw, is able to chop through the dorifice,
Oh wow, a 5-foot hallway.
Stutter in
How
there.
unexpected.
revealing, hey, this is like a 10-foot wide hallway.
Everyone settle down.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Should I
Everyone
roll
was
again?
shocked to find a hallway.
I'm gonna cast shield. This is a good shield time.
Yeah, I'll cast Lead Blades.
I don't know why we're so afraid of this door.
But generally, when there's like a hallway between the doors, my lived experience as a rat has been bad.
Yeah.
Classic bricks. That's 13, so 23 plus 23 plus 21 is 44. To examine
No,
that second
Seems
door.
quiet there, too.
Seems quiet here too. Chainsaw.
Maybe a little pulsy.
Oh, a little pulsy. Sorry, I didn't.
no.
That was unexpected knowledge.
Well, thick pulsing sacks of flesh hang from the green and wrinkled walls of this disturbingly sweet-smelling chamber.
Oh no!
Disturbingly sweet.
Why is it disturbingly sweet smelling?
It's a creme brulee.
This is where they make the goo tubes.
I mean, what is creme brulee?
just,
but
you know-
a flat goo tube with stuff on top.
It's true.
Sorry,
The
France.
shell or the tube is made of sugar.
Best we can do is phlegm brulee. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's ruined forever.
Love that you're mad at me in game and out of it now at this point.
Out of game. IRL.
Listen, if you don't want food ruined for you,
You should
don't
not listen to the
be
pod.
on our podcast. Oh, no. Yeah, that seems to be all that's in there. I mean, if you are interested in any pulsing sacks of flesh, they're there.
Is there like knowledge, sack knowledge?
Probably like a Dungeonero.
Want to discover the lore. Sack lore.
Lore sack.
I am nervous about how well Foundry is treating me. I just rolled a 19 for a 36.
Brixby is an expert on this particular horrible kind of room. I think it's probably the smell that gives it away. The horrible liquid in these horrible sacks is a food source for the Nathalgus. This is like a little cafeteria for the crabby boys.
Gross.
Is there like one Nathalgu wearing a hairnet over every one of their little brain sacks, like splorping out stuff? Or is it just kind of a like, walk up, grab a sack?
Well, there's a little sign hanging by the door that says back in 5 minutes in Aklo.
Ah, fair. I mean, if we wanted to just be like jerks, we could just like use a couple of those grenades and blow this place up. Because this is what feeds them. But we could also just kill all of them, which sounds even better.
Yes.
We should probably blow it up anyway in case we miss any that are hiding.
Yeah, like on the way out, though. It's like a cool explosion to walk away from.
Put the VMODs down, walk away, slow motion.
Yep.
Oh, I was going to say the VMods, but I'm not talking to Brixby.
Oh.
Well, that's what she gets.
What about this door, Kira?
48 on that roll, Sam.
This door, much like many of the other doors, is pretty quiet.
This door is pretty quiet, Alwyn.
I think Kira's still having trouble understanding you, but she said the door's quiet.
Thank you, Alwyn. Thank you, Kira.
Opening that door reveals yet another 10-ish foot wide hallway. This one goes forward about 15 feet and then takes a sharp right-hand turn, heading down to the south, where it goes another 25, 30 feet, and then it turns again, this time to the left, back in the direction it was originally going, and then it's a long straightaway that ends in a door straight ahead, and then there is also a door to the north about halfway across. You got double doors. You got so many choices right now.
Options.
Can I use my knowledge able to see the map to deduce that the door to our right most likely leads into a chamber because there is no connecting door over here?
I mean, I think that you're pretty experienced adventurers, and you have at least a passing understanding of the geometry of this place at this point. You know, there's not a ton of space left in that direction.
Yeah.
Because you've already been by it.
Yeah, I feel like I just don't know if Alwyn would realize that, but I, the player, realize this is probably the smarter door to do first because it's most likely a dead end when the other one could be more hallways.
Yeah.
So can a character that's smarter than Alwyn say that?
Make your case, dummy.
Alwyn goes, I think if I remember right, that room that we fought Isuma's friends in had a very long hallway to our right. So I feel like that door to our right can't lead into a very big room, or it would have had a door into that hallway.
Fine with me.
Yeah, I don't remember much from my fleeing, but that seems right. I don't know if we fled over here. I feel like we didn't, but Kira's dumb.
No, you didn't flee forward.
Let's see. I rolled a 4 and got a 44 or something.
Is that the north door or the east door?
For the east door, right, everyone?
Yeah, east door.
Sorry, also that was just remembering that one time. I got a 6 and rolled a 46.
Yeah, you hear definitely some kind of skittery movements. There's something in there.
Oh, it's a skittermander.
Okay, I think there's something behind this one, so everyone get ready. And by everyone, I mean my good friend Alwyn.
Hello, friend.
Levi hasn't done anything either.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Levi. I'm sorry, Levi.
Is Kira going to open the door? Because notably,
yes.
she's the farthest from the door.
Oh, then no.
She throws the chainsaw past all of us and it cuts the door open.
And it hits Brixby. Oh, that had to be intentional.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Dang, I wish I'd moved closer to the door.
Ugh.
The polished...
Well, we haven't paused the game yet.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Dang it.
Oh, you can be next to the door.
Yay.
You were doing the door check. That's fine. The polished floor of this chamber is decorated with a complex symbol etched into the stone. The symbol has been stained an ochre hue and depicts an unnerving tangle of tentacle shapes. At the far end of the room sits a low platform of dark brown metal supporting a 1-inch thick pad of yellow glass. But, of course, that is not the most immediately interesting thing in this room. The most immediately interesting thing is the 4 twogothokras who immediately start doing their twogothokra things. It's time to roll for initiative.
That's a bad roll.
Jeff, I know you said no twogothokras, but unfortunately, yes twogothokras.
No, this is fine. This is still making progress. I just didn't want that
Yeah.
entryway to take up another episode.
Also, my dice luck from Tuesday has apparently carried over.
Uh-oh. Jarrell rolled very poorly on Tuesday.
Yes.
Just to let everyone in on that.
Yeah, I think
Little
it's like the
context.
worst I've rolled in any game of anything I've ever played.
It was really something. All right, Alwyn.
Alwyn got a 3 on the die for a... What is my initiative? For a 10.
That is not a good initiative. How about Snake Squad?
Natural 18 for a 21.
That's much better. You might say it's more than double.
You might say that.
How about Kira?
Kira rolled an 8 for a 14.
Not the slowest, at least. And Brixby.
9 for an 18.
All right. That's kind of a middle of the pack. Initiative roll this time. Unfortunately, the Yugothokras get the jump on you as they were ready. Now, this Yugothokra's got an angle on, I think, 3 different people. So we're going to do 2 flechettes each at Kira, Tarazi, and Levi.
As well it should be.
Someday I'm going to have like a system for this. Like there's probably all sorts of cool macros in Roll20. So for Kira, terrible rolls does a 17 hit.
I don't think so. Nope, not even raging
How about a
yet.
20?
20 also does not hit. Wait, she's not flat-footed, is she?
She is flat-footed.
Aw, man. Okay.
Those feet are so flat.
They're so flat right now. Okay, 20 does hit.
All right, we got a hit. That is going to be 7 damage, and I do need a fortitude save.
7 damage. Well, you don't love it. That's a 23?
23, you're fine.
Yay. No stinky.
Tarazi, does a 28 hit you?
Flat-footed 29.
All right, then the 26 isn't going to do it. Big Snake, how about a 31?
Oh, that might hit his flat. Let me see.
He doesn't have...
Yeah, his flat-footed's 28.
All right. So we got 1 hit on him. He's going to take 4 damage, and I do need a fortitude save.
Ooh, natural 19 for a 29.
All right, he's fine. Which will bring us to the persuasive Yugothokra, who is opposite this one, just standing on the southern end. And its angle is a little bit worse. I think it can only see Kira, unfortunately, for Kira. This is going to be flechetti.
A lot of flechettes.
All right, let's see. Let's start at the top here. I think we got some hits. 35, 35, 31. 16 won't hit.
No.
How about 27?
Yes.
22.
Yes.
All right, so you got hit 5 times. I will need 5 fortitude saves as I'm rolling my d4s.
That's a lot of times. That's a lot of fort saves. It's going to be a lot of math. Is there a better way to do this?
I don't know.
Can I roll 5 d20s? Roll 5 d20 plus 14? No, that's going to give me... All right, the 12, 13, and... Oh, no, they all went away. Okay, the 12, 13, and 20 will come out to... What's this? 12 plus 14. 12 plus 14 is 26. So that should be fine. 2 and 3 are going to be 16 and 17.
Those are close ones. Those are both fails.
I'm not confused, am I? 'Cause I've been confused for so long.
Kira gets it's just diseases.
Okay.
So you are going to take 2 wisdom drain
Oh, that's fine.
for your first disease.
Drain?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And then for your second disease, Kira is stinky.
Oh man. I just got
That's going to be one con damage and stink.
Wait. So 1 con damage and stink and 2 wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go to adjust. I'm going to say drain.
Imagine that chart being like 1 to 100 and 1 to 95 just say stink.
Okay. 1 con damage.
I think it's been pretty weird that it's consistently the stink.
I mean, I don't mind stink because stink is a level 2 spell to get rid of. The other one is like 100 gold.
Kira also takes 30 damage from the 5 flechettes.
Okay.
And then it's Snake Squad's turn.
Tarazi's gonna scoot on in there and see the hidden 4th Yugothokra that he couldn't see before, and lay out a single power attack with the Null Blade on the stimulating Yugothokra. That is only a 25 against its flat-footed.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to hit flat-footed.
Oh, good. Oh, max. That's 32.
Wow. It's a big hit.
It's lovely. Levi's going to scoot in, and he doesn't want to block the doorway because he's so smart, Snake. So he's going to squeeze between the 2 Yugothokras.
The 2 Gothokras.
Yes. And sorry, I just had strong draw ticked on. I wanted to make sure that was not. Same roll, 25.
That will still hit.
19. And a roll to grab. Found the double digits again. That is a 36 against its CMD.
That is 1 grabbed spider.
So 11 points of constrict.
This thing's having a bad turn.
And then I need a fortitude save for biting it. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
17.
Let me just check my DCs here. That doesn't feel like a save.
It's either exactly a save or a miss by 1.
Yeah, let's see what disease you get.
Boo.
The good news is that because you bit it instead of getting flechetted, you don't have immediate onset, but you do have a disease. So bring us to the self-indulgent Yugothokra. Well, it's got shots on 3 people, so we're going to do the order I did before. 2 on Kira, 2 on Tarazi, 2 on Levi. Alright, so Kira, we got, does a 21 hit?
No longer flat-footed, right?
You haven't gone yet, right?
Oh, that's right. Dang it. Okay, then a 21 does hit.
So I'll need 2 fortitude saves. You take 10 damage.
Yikes, that's a 2, which is going to be a 16 again. Oh, I'm going to be so diseased.
Oh my god.
You said 10 damage?
Yeah.
And a 21 for the second one. But do I have a disease?
You do have a disease. And the bad news is, since you got flechetted, you take 1 con drain and 2 int drain.
Well, could be worse. 1.
And congratulations, you have all the diseases.
Thank you. So I should get a sky medal.
You did it.
Truly caught them all. The worst Pokemon.
1 con drain and 2 int drain.
Confetti and like 3 half-deflated balloons fall from the ceiling of the room.
And some penicillin.
2 int drain. 2 int drain.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so dumb right
Brixby, are you feeling ambitious?
Well, my ambition aside, Brixby is actually going to delay until after Kira so she can get into the room before he gets up to the door and blocks the hallway. Because he doesn't want to go all the way in. So, yeah, I'm going to delay now.
All right, well, that'll bring up the grappled, stimulating Onegothokra, who's going to do some attacks with grapple penalties. He's going to try to bite Levi first, because that's what you do. I don't think that's not even close. And yeah, he's just going to shoot flechettes at the two snakes in front of him. So we'll do 3 at Levi first and then 3 at Tarazi. All right, so the 3 at Levi, I think I got 1 hit with a 33.
Yep.
So I will need a fort save, and he takes 6 damage.
Nat 20 on the fort save.
Nice.
Oh, actually, I forgot my grapple, so that would just be a 29 to hit. So I don't think I got any hits.
Grapple should just be a -2, yeah?
-2, so 31.
Yeah, that gets me because I'm also grappled.
Uh-huh.
And you said how much damage, sorry? 6?
That was 6 damage. And for the 3 at Tarazi, I've got a 33. That's the only one I think hits.
Yep, that'll hit.
So I do need a fortitude save, and he takes 7 damage.
26 on the fort.
Ah, you're good. And that'll bring Kira up.
Yay! It's finally my turn. Can I reach anyone? Oh, Kira's gonna rage. Kira's gonna rage. And then she's gonna go not for the same guys that Snake Squad are going after. Can I do this? Yes. She's gonna go for the northernmost, northwestern. And hit it 1 time, just the once. That is going to be a 33 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. Roll 3d6 plus 25. Hey, some 6s. 1 6. I lied. It's just 1 6. 40 points of damage, Sam. It's not 100, but I'll take it.
That's pretty good. That's not nothing.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? That's... Wait! I want, to Hornigan smash it. You just have to remember how this works every time. When you damage your opponent with a power attack... Okay, I'm going to make an immediate intimidate check.
Oh, no. We've seen this before.
My intimidate is plus 23, so if it's going to be beyond that, then I'll just roll anyway. It's a 17, which I think puts me at 50? That can't be right. 40.
No, it's 40, but it's still plenty. It is intimidated.
Great, and then I'm going to hit it 1 more time. Slightly better that time. That's going to be a 35. Oh, well, yeah. So, yeah, okay. We're going to do that 1 more time. Roll 3d6 plus 25. Not as good a roll that time. 34 points.
All right, it's looking pretty hurt.
Well, Kira's diseased and stinky, so there. That's my turn.
It happens. All right. Is Brix jumping back in now, or is it Alwyn?
I'll let Alwyn go first. Why not? Brix is just holding the door.
Alwyn is going to... trying to think if he should move. Because he's in an open doorway right now. Though, actually, I think he's got to move up anyway to do what he wants to do because everybody's moved into the room. He is going to move up kind of off to the side of the door here where only 2 of the spiders can shoot horribleness at him. And he is going to cast Better Haste that I totally remember the name of. Blessing of Fervor, because from where he is, everybody is within at least 30 feet of somebody else. So he's going to cast that, and everybody can tick on Blessing of Fervor, which, for the reminder, you can either get the extra speed, the extra attack, or casting a spell with reach, extended, whatever the other ones are.
Maximize or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that'll be his turn.
All right, Brixby.
All right. Well, Brixby is going to take the attack AC and reflex bonus provided graciously by his friend Alwyn. Then he is going to move into a similar... Oh, not into the wall. Into a similar spot. There. Is this a space, or is this, like, true live it in the wall?
Yeah, we'll call it a space. Why not?
All right, I'm basically just trying to mirror my friend Alwyn, so I have 2 twogothokras to deal with as well. And looking in, he is going to use the thing with the weakness, because discover weakness. Not like I haven't been playing. Reveal weakness. He's going to reveal the weakness of the Onegothokra that Kira is fighting, reducing its AC by 6. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, that brings us to the top of round 2, and the knowledgeable Onegothokra, which can currently see 1, 2, 3, 4 people, I think. So it's gonna spread some love around. I guess it'll go 1 at Kira, 2 at Brixby, 2 at Tarazi, 1 at Levi. I was about to do that manually. That would be terrible. So to hit Kira, I've got a 34.
Miraculously, that doesn't work this time. I'm just kidding. I'm making that same joke that I've made 48 times over the last 4 years.
43 on the blur.
Okay.
That is 7 damage. And don't bother with the fortitude save, as you have all the diseases. Brixby, how you feeling about a 29 and a 31?
I mean, not great. They both hit me.
Okay.
All right, 2 fortitude saves then.
Yeah, 2 fortitude saves and 11 damage for you.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That is a 3 and a 1. So yeah, I fail both of those. And how much damage do I take?
11 damage.
All right.
And then you do get stinky.
Perfect.
So you take 2 con damage.
Excellent.
And then, you start having some real brain problems. You take 1 con drain and 2 int drain.
Oh. Horrible. All right. Really bad. Man, all off of 1 disease?
That's 2 diseases. You failed both saves, didn't you?
Oh yeah. No, but I got 1 con drain, 2 con damage, and 2 int drain as well.
Yeah, those are the effects of 2 different diseases, but yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, that's that's it.
All right, now I don't think I hit Tarazi with a 24 as the best roll.
No, sir.
And I don't think 30 as the best roll hits Levi.
Because he is grappled, it does hit. Exactly.
Oh, dang. So, fortitude save from Levi, and 4 damage for him.
So 24 on the fort save.
Alright, he's fine. Unfortunately, there's still another one of these things. And it's close enough to bite Levi, so it's going to do that first, before it starts shooting. Bite's not going to work, but it'll shoot... I think it can only really see Levi and Tarazi just because of the size and proximity of the oversized snake in its face. So we'll do 3 and 3. Whoever at Paizo designed these monsters was a monster. Let's see. Currently grappled does a 29 hit Big Snake?
Nope, you need a 30 exactly.
All right, I've got 6 misses.
Magical.
Yeah, not too terrible. You're up, you're grappling, you got Spider Face.
Okay. Tarazi is going to take that extra attack from the Blessing of Fervor and just wail on this currently grappled Yugothokra. The first one is a 24 on the grappled AC.
Yeah.
So then the 31 definitely hits, and the third one misses, but funny enough, the fourth one hits. So that is 3 hits. Not bad. 76 trombones worth of damage.
That's one dead spider.
Hooray! Which frees Levi up to make a couple bites at the persuasive Yugothokra. He will take a 5-foot step to the east just to make it a little easier for Tarazi to close in next turn. Teamwork and stuff. And yeah, roll some stuff. And a nat 20 on the second one, a horrible miss on the first one, and a natural 19 on the third. So I'll roll to confirm the possible crit. Natural 18. My dice are back, baby.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty confirmed.
Terrible d6 rolls. We are looking at... that is only 48 points of damage.
Doing any grappling?
Sure. You know what? Sure. That is a 32. Let me see if that's right. Do I have my numbers memorized? Yes, a 32 against CM Dizzle.
That is a grappled spider.
11 more constrict. And that is it for Snake Squad.
That's a pretty persuasive turn against the persuasive Yugothokra. Well, the self-indulgent one got chainsawed a couple times. Feels bad about it. Gonna try to bite Kira before anything else. 23 on the bite.
Will 23 do it? I think 23 will do it while she's raging, yeah. I also get the AC bonus, right? It doesn't stack with my haste, but I can take the AC bonus.
Yeah, you can opt for the AC bonus instead.
Great. Still hits, but I just wanted to make sure.
You got 4 bite damage.
Ouch.
You don't have to worry about the poison because your poisons have been delayed. Then he's gonna spread. We're gonna shoot 2 at Kira because it's right in front of him, and then 2 at Bricks, and then 1 at each of the Snake Squad. Be nice if Foundry didn't make you wait for the animation every time. I think I got 2 hits on Kira with 30 and 29.
Aw, man. This spider
Got an
thing kills
80
me.
on
I'm
the
gonna be
blur
so
once.
annoyed.
And a 27 on the other blur.
These are pretty good blurs.
So 10 total damage, and don't worry about the fort saves.
You don't have to say it every
Brixby,
time.
Brixby, how are we feeling about a 24?
That does not hit.
All right, so you're clean. Tarazi, how are we feeling about a 30?
Teacher, I had a second one.
Yeah,
Or was
it,
that
it,
low?
it was
okay.
worse.
Okay, good.
30 hits exactly.
Well, a fortitude save and 4 damage for you.
23 on the fort.
All right, you're good. And then I know I didn't hit Big Snake, so Kira is up.
Kira's gonna full attack. Finally. Oh man, that's a 4 on the first one, but a 4 plus 24 now with that bonus, so 28. Does a 28 hit?
It does indeed.
Sweet. 28 hits, a 30 will hit. This math is a little harder. That's a 31. And a 15. I'm assuming a 15 does not hit.
15's not going to do
Okay,
it, no.
so that's 3 hits.
3 hits isn't bad.
Roll 9d6 plus 75. There we go. That's what you like to see. That's 100 points of chainsaw damage. Is it dead?
Well,
Yeah.
I have some bad news for you. You're not going to get to Corning and Smash this one.
I'll take it. That's fine.
Because you killed it wicked dead.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's allowable. Thanks. And that's my turn.
All right, Alloin time.
Wait, stop. No. I take it back. It's still my turn. I would like to come and get me. So, yeah, Kira will kill this thing and kind of let out a guttural roar and be like, yeah! Come on, bring it on, you stupid spiders! And then that will end my turn. So +4 bonus on attack and damage rolls against me until the beginning of my next turn.
All right.
All
Now
right.
it's
Alwyn is going to do something very stupid and move down where he can see the Onegothokra that hasn't really had much done to it yet. And, I'm kind of blocking Brixby a little bit there, though.
It's okay.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Do your thing.
Actually, he can move backwards diagonally, still a 5-foot step, but not block bricks. And I'm pretty sure he can actually see this. Yes, he can. It's only 45 feet. And you know what? These things are so freaking annoying. He is going to hit it with a spell. Please give me a... Let's see what save this is. I'm assuming it is will. Yes, it is. Give me a will save, please.
18.
That is a fail. You have been hit with sensory overload. For the duration of the effect, the target must succeed at a will save the same DC as the original effect to perform any standard or full round action. On a failure, the creature loses the action that triggered the saving throw. If successful, it's able to take the action. So it can only take move actions unless it now makes that will save every turn.
All right. Well, I know I'm supposed to root for my monsters, but thank you. I hate these things. Brixby.
Brixby, from his position, is just going to make it worse. He's going to cast Reveal Weakness on the one that Alan just hit with Sensory Overload, because not only does it apply a -6 to its AC, but I forgot it also applies a -6 to all of its will saves. So, yes, stay overloaded.
Wow. Very mean. All right. Well, I think at the bottom of round 2, where things have taken a definite turn towards the party and away from the Onegothokras, I'm going to bed.
Yay!
Good night,
Good
Sam.
night, Sam.
Night, Sam.
Onegothokras deserve no goodbye.
Yeah.
Good night, Sam.
No, I'm not saying good night to those things.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
Oh,
Extra
also, apparently,
tags.
at some point, me talking about Jonathan Frakes, after seeing him on the alien autopsy thing, just reminded me of this. Apparently, they stole Disney listens to our frickin' machine learnings and stole our idea, and they're doing a live action Gargoyles.
Classic.
I don't think Disney's paying for that tier.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
But the free tier of just listening to our machine learning.
Well, where do you think Craig comes from? He is an animated, or they are an animated creature.
Is it a bear?
Yeah, little known fact, the Craigbot is literally just Michael Eisner joining the chat with his microphone open.
I think of Craig as a bear, but I don't really know.
Like,
You would. You're biased.
Well, he looks like the Golden Crisp bear.
He does. That's true.
I'm sure Disney somehow owns the Golden Crisp Bear and the Smacks Frog too at this point.
I always think because his icon is so tiny and that makes the microphone look like teeth, he always looks like Bucky, the gas station beaver, to me.
Can someone ping on the map where we are? I looked down for a second and now everyone's gone.
Way down here.
Okay.
Oh no, Kira's been left halfway across the map.
Up.
She's flying. Oh no.
Oops, I'm stuck in a wall. Stuck in a snake.
That's fair. But good job, Izzy. That is true. It's the digestive juices, most likely.
Who are you talking to?
There was a moment where I was like trying to talk about the more Desna aspect of like, I am just a voice in a chorus, part of a larger song. But when I was like, I'm just a thread in a larger story, and then that it's like pod against the machine, just fully break the fourth wall at this point.
Deadpool comes out of nowhere. He's been on frame the whole time, just waving.
Just eating chimichangas and waving, yeah.
Freaking Ugachaka spying on us in the top there. Let's see that.
I like that I always have my face so close to my hands that I have to move back before I clap. Like you would think that I would plan ahead, but no.
No, it's muscle memory at this point. It's just part of the motion.
It's a little adrenaline rush.
It just I have to put them in between my face and the mic, and there's only so much room.